and welcome to another NinjaBill Reviews, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, Netflix, Autobot, Optimus Prime. And there he is, and there is his companions. But before we do that, we're going to take a look at that packaging. We're going to set these guys off to the side, just like so, and we'll raise up my camera so we can look at that big old box. And it doesn't like to stay in there anymore. That's okay. Here is the box. And is your typical Netflix packaging. It says Autobot Optimus Prime there. There's that big Autobot background there. If I hadn't done this already and I'd gotten more of these, I'd probably use that as a nice background there. Decepticon and Autobot ones, mix them together, and that would be a nice background. Anyway, here's a nice image of that. It says Netflix original series. Nice Autobot logo going on down there. Stuff's on the bottom. Transformers up the side. Says Generations. Takara Tomy. Netflix original series. Fantastic artwork going on there. Authentic Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy. On the back you have your typical product shots going on there. Here is Enerjax. Interax, I guess. And Shieldron. 5 steps. 1 step. Here is Prime. Takes 31 steps to go between the modes. Also included is, and I don't have them in here. I took them out. Yeah, but included is a Teletran backdrop in here and his instructions, and I don't really care about any of that, so you know, I don't. Once the reviews are done, I get rid of the boxes anyway, so that's probably why I took it out. Forgot to put it back in there for this review. Anyway, get rid of that clunker of a box. Drop this back down and bump the heck out of my camera. There we go. And we'll bring these guys back in, and we will start by taking a look at Interax. And here he is. Now, I didn't ever find the original of this one. I found Sound Barrier, but I got a hold of Sound Barrier, but never this guy. So this is pretty cool to have. He's got some silver going on there, right there. Eyes, crest, and the back of the crest going on there. That's really the only opposite color besides the clear plastic and yellow that's going on here. And I'm a little worried about, I'm just really leery about clear yellow plastics. I've had bad experiences with it in the past, so I'm a little worried about it. But anyway, here he is. And to transform him, you simply go like this. You go like this, and you position these however you want to form his axe. So, you know, whichever way you think looks best there. And there it is, and of course he can hold it there. And it does have a blast effect port on there, so you can stick a blast effect on there if you want. You know, you can... I did not want to go on there. There we go. So you can have it sort of like a cannon thing going on there. And if you had those ones that could attach to this, I don't have any of those blast effects, but you know, you could attach them onto there. Pretty cool. Get rid of that one. And I will say that these 5mm pegs on here are all so thick I can't fit them into any of the ports on Optimus Prime. It barely works with his hand as well, so I'll demonstrate that later. But yeah, it's so thick I'd have to force it in there, and I don't want to stress the plastic any. But it just does not want to go in there. It won't go in there. So it's a little disappointing, but at any rate, you can't really position these guys on here anyway. It's no matter which way you position these guys, even if it would fit, it really wouldn't look the best. I mean, it's just, you know, you've got it. There we go. Flip this out. There we go. And it doesn't work so well. It doesn't really work so well. Can't really fit it back there. You could probably put it up there, but because of that, it doesn't really fit. Just it's limited what you can do with these guys while Prime is in his alt mode. It's really limited. Get him out of there. Get that one out of there. And of course, here's this one. which is a sound barrier recolor. Got some silver right there. Some silver and dark black going on for that mug. There's that mug, a nice close-up image of it. So, not terribly terrific. Put that back in there. There we go. So, you know, is what it is. Is what it is. But it's just done in this yellow plastic and transform him. We all seen sound barrier by now, so it's no big news. No big shock to what he transforms into. So there you go. He's got no Autobot logos on him. Neither does he. So, you know, are they drones or are they actual bots? Who knows? I don't know, because they don't actually have a logo. But yep, and you can attach blast effects on this just like you could with sound barrier. You know, you had the blast effect ports, and you can take one of these and set it on there if you wished. So yeah, there's that. Again, no big fuss or muss with these guys. They are what they are, and I might as well just transform this back preemptively for the robot mode of Optimus Prime. There we go. Set that off to the side, and we will get down to the main event, which is this Netflix Optimus Prime. We'll scroll back a bit, and now look, I never found or got a hold of the Earthrise mold. So to find this, to get this as a gift, actually is what I got it as a gift, Christmas gift, is amazing. Okay, amazing. This right here, I wish those could snap into place, is probably the best Optimus Prime, G1 style Optimus Prime figure I have ever owned. Period. It has a few things it's missing, you know, detail wise, that I think, you know, it needs, but otherwise it's darn near perfect. And take a look around this thing. It is amazing looking. Now apparently this is a darker, slightly darker blue than the Earthrise version. So I don't have it, so I don't know for sure, but apparently this is a darker blue. And of course he has, you know, 6 rolling wheels. He has those tanks, and I wish those tanks, they snap into place there, but they don't snap into place in the out position. And I think that's a missed opportunity. So, because every time you touch this thing, you push them in by accident, and you know, still pretty cool. Pretty cool, all nonetheless. I think it's missed opportunity to paint in those lights, but still looks pretty good. Looks pretty good indeed. That should have been silver, but otherwise they got silver trim around the windows. I think the silver on those windshield wipers isn't bad, although I would have preferred black. That's just nitpicking. I would have preferred some orange or yellow going on here on those cab lights. Some silver on the back of those mirrors, but that's okay. Like I said, that's just nitpicky stuff. That's just nitpicky stuff. Some silver trim around there. It said 6 wheels, and he does roll fairly well. Some days don't always connect. Maybe it's just my surface. I don't know, but they don't. And he tends to swing to the right. Doesn't roll straight. He swings to the right. See, I'll push it straight and it'll do the same thing. it does that. I don't know why. So, no idea, but it does. And as you can see, these wheels aren't connecting at all. That's probably why. So I'm not sure why. I've got it level. See, there's no rocking, but except for back here. But up there, it's no rocking to either side. It's just in the back here. For some reason, it's not connecting, and I've got everything tabbed in properly. So I don't know why. Anyway, could be just my surface. It's a hard level surface anyway. So here's the bottom. Love that molded detail right there. It looks really, really good. I dig it. And of course, this is his main weapon. We'll get that out of there. Get that out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Come on. Set that off to the side, and here it is. Got some nice molded details in there. Swing that forward, and that is blast effect compatible. And we'll set this right there. So choom choom choom. is the blast effect from the Deluxe Optimus Prime and the Cyberverse line. So you got that going on. Or you can set this like this. So either way it goes, you know, you got some options there, and it's a good looking gun. It is a good looking rifle, I should say. Rifle. Optimus Prime has a rifle. And we'll get back to this guy, and I love it. I love it. I really do. The transformation is really simple. We're going to run through it real quick here. You got some ports back there too. But when the gun is in there, again, these don't really fit in there. It just doesn't. Well, that one worked that time. See, now it made a liar out of me. But still, even with a gun there, you'd have to keep it tilted out that way with the rifle sitting there, because it wouldn't fit. So that one worked. I'm shocked. And again, it just, I don't know if it works with the Earthrise trailer. I imagine it does. But again, since I don't have that mold, I should say that version, I don't know. And I can't really point out the differences between the colors because, again, I don't have that for comparison. So still, all in all, pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, soft tab into place with a thoop in there. That's pretty good. Go ahead and lift this cab a bit right there. That's untabs from back here. Go ahead and pull this up. You see some tabs in there, and then we start untabbing everything from the vehicle mode. Just start untabbing things. There we go. Complete untab all the sides there. Come on, untab, untab, untab. Boom, there we go. Go ahead and swing out the untap. There's a tab right in there where the arms go in. You can see it right there. Go ahead and bring this back. Pull that back a bit. Swing out the arms. Do the same thing on the other side. Pull that back a bit. Swing out the arms. That typically happens on mine. But you can see that tab in there. What's going on in there? Right there. That's the tab that the arms go into. So, yeah, once you got all that, you can go ahead and finally swing the legs down. Go ahead and untab them. Fold up these feet and heels right there. And there he is. He's done. It's a fantastic toy. Fantastic representation. No. We're going to continue on here. Okay, so go ahead and move out those arms. I like to go ahead and this is a later step, but I like to do it now, which is go ahead and swing out these fists. Come on. Swing out, out. There we go. Close that up. See, that always comes undone in there, and I don't care for it, but it doesn't really muck things up. So go ahead and get that out of the way. Go ahead and get these arms out of the way back here. Make sure everything was still folded up. Alright, so now what we're going to do is go ahead and swing these panels forward. They're back in the back position. Swing them forward, tab them into place so they're like that. Then what you're going to do is go ahead and untab from in here. Boom, like that. Raise this up. Fold this in. Fold this in. Fold this in. Fold this in. Swing that right here. I forgot one step. I always forget this step, which is to swing out the head. But it's done now eventually. So not a perfect transformation, but oh well. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and this will all swing down like that. You hear it untab from in that slot there. Swing that in like so. Swing this on this joint right inside there. There's a joint. Swing that down so it looks like that. This will go into that slot right there. Just like so. Swing this around so it's like that. Pick up or swing up the front bumper. Swing those in like so. The soft plat tab into place. Go ahead and bring those arms forward, down, down. Make sure they're facing the right way. There we go. On mine, my joints are a little tight, which is a good thing. And position that head, position him, clean him up. And there we have Optimus Prime in his robot mode. And wow. Wow. What? Oh, I forgot one step. There we go. Now it's done. Wow. Still, wow, it looks fantastic. Fantastic. Blue fists, blue here, that gray there, the yellow in there, the silvers really work. Take a look at that head sculpt. Look at that. Blue eyes. There's some, you know, not quite full coverage on that silver there. Pretty good though. Love those bright blue eyes. Love it. He also has a removable matrix. If I can get it out of there. Get it out. There we go. We'll take a look at that real quick. And this is it. There we go. That's right way up. It's pretty cool. Just done in clear plastic there, painted. I dig it. I dig it a lot. Looks great. Looks fantastic. Sorry about that. Alright. And he's got nice molded detail in there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Once again, I think there's a missed opportunity for some... But in robot mode, it makes sense to have this red here. But I think some silver, some orange on those cab lights would look really good. I think right there, they have it molded in, that sort of yellow triangle. It's a little forward than where it should be up here. But, you know, if you wanted, you could paint that in yellow. You could also paint in yellow right there. That molded detail, because, again, he had that, Prime had that detail. Still, I think this is fantastic. I think it's a fantastic toy. Now, he can, with his hands, they do open on that pin joint right there. And he can hold the Matrix, just not in both hands. Well, he could, just not in any way that really looks good, displays well. I do like it, though. I do like it that he can actually hold it. We'll get rid of that. I should put it back in here so I don't lose it, because that's a tiny little Matrix. Set that back in there. Boom. Close that up, and what do you know, it's hitting. So, once again, you can take his rifle, and you can really put it in any one of these ports. You can store it back here again if you wish. You can store it on his leg. Again, those ports on his arms, anywhere you wish. But he is meant to hold it in his hand, and just slip that in there, and blam, pow, zowie, there he goes. He has his weapons, and he does have some blast effect ports on his shoulders. Has one on each leg. Thought there was one in back here too, but I might be mistaken. Yeah, no, there isn't. Still, all in all, pretty good. And if you want, once again, he can hold these weapons in his hand. There you go. And now he has his axe, if you want. And the shield we can put on his arms, if you so choose. We can put it right up there, if you want. And he's all armed up and ready to go. And I like him. I like him a lot. Quick comparison. I should have did a vehicle comparison. I forgot. Oh well. Here he is with the Netflix Soundwave. Looks pretty good. Now, mine is a bit different. I'll get to his review, but mine is a bit different because I've got to clean this up a bit. But this isn't the forearms that he came with. I swapped them out with the Siege Soundwave because of this red stripe right here. I have to clean up the rest of that and get that off of there. You can use just alcohol and a swab and get rid of that in a cloth. And I've demonstrated that before in a video. So has Dennis Bolton, aka Gotbot, and Larkin's Lair, I think, have all demonstrated how to safely remove that. So, but because it had the red here, I also swapped the weapons because they have the red striping on those weapons that Soundwave should really have for his Earth mode, and he didn't. His weapons didn't come with that. I will demonstrate the original look to the toy. Still transforms the same way. But anyway, enough about him. His review's coming up. I like the Soundwave. Now, I have Alita 1, but I decided not to include her for a comparison in this video, which is okay. Now we will get down to articulation and then final thoughts. So, get rid of all that. Articulation, his head does look up a fair bit. Got some down. You even got some wobble. And of course, a complete swivel. Arms will go all the way around. They will go out like that. You do have a bicep swivel up there. You do have 90 degrees there. You do have wrist rotation. And you have those fingers in and out as I displayed earlier. Get those out of the way here. Does have waist articulation, although not a complete rotation because of this kibble back here, but that's fine. You get, I mean, it's one of those, ideally, really, sure, he's a robot and they could swivel all the way around, but I've never seen a human being twist completely around, so this is fine. This is fine, all right? This is fine. If you know how anatomy works, that's fine. You do have all the way out to the side. You do have forward. You do have some back, but not all the way again because of that kibble. You do have almost a double knee going on there, which is pretty good. You've gotten down on that, but no foot, but no up. Same thing on the heel, down, but no, you know, upwards motion. You do have a rocker, not a very deep one, but you still got that. So all in all, pretty good, really nicely articulated. And you should have no problems displaying them on the shelf however you wish. So, once again, this has been a look at Transformers, War for Cybertron Trilogy, Netflix, Autobot Optimus Prime. And man, oh man, am I so happy to have... Because I'm missing a couple of Primes. I'm missing the Power of the Primes, Leader Class Optimus Prime, the Studio Series, what is it? 38 Optimus Prime, which I really, really would like. A few other Optimus Primes, and like the Optimal Optimus mold. I'm missing that one, you know, but there's just some I haven't been able to find. Earthrise one, obviously, I haven't found at all. So, you know, there's a couple I'm missing, but I am really happy to have this. Even though it doesn't have the trailer, I think I would have preferred the trailer to have over these guys, to be honest. I think I would have preferred the trailer. However, if you missed out on getting any of these guys, he does come with these recolors. There's no retooling whatsoever. It's just a recolor of these guys. And, you know, it works pretty well for them. I think the axe is the better weapon there, but, you know, you can do what you wish with it. And, yeah, so Enterax and Sheldron is pretty cool accessories, I guess. I really dig the rifle. It's a very G1 looking rifle. I dig it a lot. I'm just worried that, you know, this might break over time with too much stress. I've heard it happening. I'm fairly confident I won't break it. But it's these guys. These guys I'm really worried about because clear yellow plastic and me have a history together, and it is not a good history. It is not a good history. And once again, you know, these guys are real easy to transform. You swing that head out, you swing that up, swing those feet down, just like so. Swing these out to become his wings, and there you have him in his alt mode. And of course, as we all know, he just forms a plank. It'd be nice if there was more color on this guy. It really, like, they got the silver back there, and that's it. No other color back here. Here they've got some silver and some black right there, really dark blue. I think that's a really dark, no, maybe that is black. I can't tell. And I think that is black, but it would have been nice had they added some additional color back here on this. But, you know, is what it is. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Make sure you check out my playlist. Click that subscribe button if you have not already. I want to reach 1,000 subs by end of 2021, and any additional help is really, really appreciated. Click the like button. Always helps my channel's growth. If you click that like button, click the bell icon to stay up to date in all my videos, and above everything else, stay safe, stay healthy, and be good to each other.